I want to talk for a moment about the vandalism that occurred a few days ago at the Statehouse. This was vandalism on the outside of the Statehouse. In discussions with the Ohio State Highway Patrol, it's clear to me that they did not have enough people, not enough troopers who were there at that moment, at that time when that occurred. I have talked to the colonel, and I've talked to members of the Highway Patrol, and they assure me that this will not happen again. They will have enough people there, and this damage will not take place in the future. This is damage that we should not tolerate, we will not tolerate, and we will be able to protect the Statehouse. Let me just talk for a moment about the demonstrations, the protests, and the relatively small number of people who are committed to violence. Again, the vast majority, as I've talked to the different mayors, the vast majority of people who are demonstrating are demonstrating. They're protesting. They have every right under our Constitution to do that. But they're clearly, in Columbus, for example, maybe 150, 200 of people who clearly are there for violence, and that violence will not be tolerated. This is something that there is a line. You cross that line. Demonstrations are positive things. People have every right to do that. But when we reach the point when we have violence, that is simply not to be tolerated. Look, we have seen businesses vandalized. We don't know every story of every businessman, woman, but many of them are small businesses. They've worked a lifetime. They've worked many, many years. They've invested. They sweat. And to see that wiped away in an act of violence, act of vandalism, act of destruction is just a very, very sad thing to see. So just some comments about that. I checked again with the patrol, asked them how their investigation is going. I've also talked to the mayor this morning of Columbus as well, and what the patrol has told me that their investigation continues. My instructions to them is that when there is vandalism, when there is any act that's illegal, they are to investigate it, and they are to take that once they get the case and to take that prosecution, and we are going to seek prosecution in any case that we have. Let me also say to the protesters, all the protesters, some of you were wearing masks, some were not. We would just ask you again, we are all, as a people in the state, all in this together. And what your actions do impact other people. So wear a mask. Keep social distancing. These are things that are very, very important. You can protest, get your point across, but it's imperative for everyone to keep the social distance, for everyone to do everything you can to slow down the spread of this virus. And we would ask you to do that.